Check. Let's start that a third time. Welcome back to Dubland, my Animal Crossing New Horizons island, here on the YouTube channel D-Dub, with our mascot, for the third goddamn time, Tom Nook, right here. And I got this cool little plushie the other day, and I wish that they would make him the correct size. You can take his shirt off, actually. It's not totally sewn to his body. Like I'm saying, they need to add about 20% to his body. He's got a big fat tail, big fat head, but his body doesn't. I mean, it looks better on camera, actually. On camera, he looks almost correct. I should have used him for the thumbnail. So anyways, he's our little mascot for the third time. And he just kind of hangs right here because I thought that was cool. And I'm sure you guys have seen me going. I was talking to you before, but I didn't realize that there was no volume. And 64 fan, but I thought maybe hanging a hook or something and having him hang over my head, or maybe I could drop him down and he could kind of hang over my shoulder, kind of in the background. I guess I could maybe rig him up on the back of my chair here. I used to have the Star Wars goblin kind of on the back of my chair. I'll let you live. I'm going on Animal Crossing. We got Chris the Master. It was funnier when you were showing Tom Nook in my face while being muted. Carpet Jam, hi. Chris the Master, hi. Guy Man, MC Guy, there is no sound. We did figure that out. It just took the past 4.5 minutes, 6 minutes, something like that. There really isn't any news to speak of. So before, like I was trying to say, before there was no sound, oh, once again, god damn it. Where's the audio? Okay, here we go. So before I was saying, when I was switching the time, I don't know, probably Zelda N64 fan saw me go into here, and I was basically talking to myself, apparently, and I went to the system. I said, we're just gonna do a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and not doing anything illegal here. Just close your eyes for a brief second. We're not doing anything here, just look away. Don't tell anybody, don't tell your parents. And that was like the little bit that I had. Jasper Love Productions. Hi, I'm glad that I finally have a decent amount of people that will now show up to the live stream. I'm digging it. There I go again, prattling on about my personal TV habits. I wish she would come up with a new line. She's always talking about that TV show that we have no idea what the hell she's talking about. So we're here on Dubland. I guess I'm gonna put the headphones like this with the hood up. That's kind of how I roll. I'm gonna turn on my trusty strobe lights, which you can't really see. You can only possibly see the tail end of the strip, but blinking lights in the background, adding to the mood here. Do I need any more villagers? No, I'm actually maxed out. I'm trying to get someone to leave. That way I can bring in someone new. I can scout them out and invite them. There was this kangaroo that was in my campsite, and the first time I asked him to join the village, he said, my roots are too deep. I can't do it. I can't accept that. And then I asked him again, and he was like, I'll absolutely move to your village. Hazel, or not Hazel, you just said Hazel, sorry. She said Pearl is moving out, right? That's who you want to move? And I kind of thought about it for a minute. And I guess now, I mean, I don't know, he was just a kangaroo, so he wasn't really that special, but he wanted her to move out, and I was like, no. If he had said Billy or Rex or Vesta, maybe even Hans, I don't know, I guess maybe Tammy could go. I kind of like Tammy and Lily, but I really like Leonardo. Hans, he brings enjoyment from when I do like the villager stalking, but Billy, he's kind of sucks. I like Pearl, and I like Ruby, but I guess really, I mean, Tank and Tammy were my OGs, but I guess either one of them could go. I don't know. Maybe I just need enough time to go by before I really don't care. I guess I don't care too much. Not really ridiculously too much. Hello, I'm from the raid the other day. Do you need more? I have a villager named Kat, and she's my queen. I love Hazel, ready to move out. The date someone asked to move out, check the date and write it down or screenshot it. The day they leave is locked. What do you mean exactly by that? So you can keep TT till the person you want to move out moves out. Mary Dino, hello. Jasper, maybe towards the end of the stream, I'll probably do that towards the end of the stream. For right now, I'm just kind of beautifying my island, saying hello to you guys, getting the stream going, warming it up. Hello, Rylan. Hello. Hey there. Greetings. Oh, we got Sahara, so I think we can buy a mystery rug from her, which she never really gives me anything good. I think pretty much all her rugs and her walls have been kind of trash. I think most of the ones that she's given to me I've ended up selling. So there is that. Let's see, we'll deposit some cash. I'm trying to keep my money nice and built up. And I'm just paying my home loan slowly. I'm guessing the next expansion to my house is probably going to cost like 1.3 million as opposed to like 1.1 or whatever it was. In the same way that red is locked to a day or a meteor shower is locked, so you can't repeat those days. Chris the Master, I did check out Failboat. I actually watched most of his new video today. What time is it there? In my real life or on my island? Because I just kind of illegally time traveled. In real life, it is send gratitude with flowers. So one of you guys is going to be getting gratitude mailed to you. Because apparently you can mail gratitude. It is 11:08 p.m. and it is like 9:17 a.m. 9:31 a.m. on the island. I wish this sign here lit up. Let's see, what do we gotta do first? Guess we'll drop some fruit. See, Hans always brings me a smile because he can't catch. I've never seen that star animation over his head, over anybody's head. So that's actually pretty funny. Bro, the time police might come. Just don't call them. I mean, I guess if you have to, it'll be okay, but you know, don't rat me out at least. Sahara have anything good today? I'm gonna check her in a second. And then I saw that you asked if I could send you the orange lights. I'm not sure which orange lights you're talking about. Are you just talking about the floor light? Because I don't think I have the orange ones. And I didn't know that the floor lights had... I didn't know that they had different colors to them. Actually, I guess I'm gonna keep that. I forgot. That's what I was doing earlier today. I kind of played for a bit earlier today, and then I kind of stopped. I started cleaning my house. I had to go pick up my car. I had to spend 450 bucks in getting new rear wheel bearings. Those things were so shot. The car, you were driving it, and if you turned at like a higher speed, if you just barely turned the wheel right, it felt like there was a banana peel under like the right side tires, and you kind of like drifted a little bit, and it felt like the wheels were about to fall off, which I guess they were almost ready to do that. Cool paint flooring. I think I have this one. I really dig this marine pop flooring. Let's check out this artsy marine pop flooring. Thank you for my purchase. Oh, that's right. There are a few different colors. I just have the white ones. Rainbow ones. Do they just shower rainbow, or do they like cycle through? See, I didn't know that there was different color ones until just the day before yesterday. I guess these are orange. See, I just thought they were floor lights and that they were pretty much all the same. So it's kind of weird, like, when you start finding the other ones, do they just call them floor lights? You just have white ones. See, this is what this pop floor looks like. I guess we're gonna put all this stuff into storage. The director's chair, the brick wall, stone tablet, lantern. All that stuff is going to my little campsite. See, I got the Locust model. Actually, I purchased this the other day, and then I kind of instantly regretted it because I had already bought it from Flick. And then I found a bamboo island, and they said that since the update, the rates for like Tarantula Islands may have been compromised. But I went to one and I instantly started finding tarantulas. It didn't seem to have literally any effect at all. So I don't know if people are still thinking that, but I think that's kind of just I think it's just a rumor. I can't put this. Really? See, why can't some things go on the table? I don't get that. This should be able to go on the table. So I guess that's gonna have to live somewhere outside. We really hope you can come to your island today because I wasn't able to last time. I'm pretty sure you have that floor in your hotel. You did the old outside hotel kind of thing. Let's see, actually, I think I already have the cool, yeah, I already have the, wait, cute paint flooring. And then I have cool paint flooring. Huh. Did you get all your custom designs from Sable yet? No, I actually have been meaning to talk to her. When she first started giving them to me, I didn't actually know exactly what the hell she was giving me. looks cool, I guess. Let's see, I have 2 saxophones. I guess that should be there. Let's see, I got another high-end stereo. And that's kind of like the one I already have. Does anyone need a high-end stereo? No, I use my second house as a hotel. Now that's actually a good idea. I've been meaning to do a second player to see... See, I wonder how that would work right now. My village is maxed out. If I add a second house... Does it say I'm not allowed to enter, or is it you can still have your 10 villagers along with multiple other houses? Because if that's the case, you know, that's something people don't talk about. Maybe that's a video idea. Yeah, I just went tarantula hunting the other night. Well, it was actually, yeah, it was last night, technically. Let's see, I'm going for the pink garden here. With a hint of blue, because that's all I can grow. I suck at hybrids. You can still have a second house. Can you have a third house? Because that's actually some pretty good ideas for the hotel, or themed, like certain themes, like say it's Halloween, do like a haunted house. You could do a bunch of things with a secondary. I don't think many people are taking advantage of that. And sure, it's going to take a bit of time to, like, you know, open the game up and all that. See, maybe this could go right here. See, I've taken down this wall that I had here. I'm going to put up some more fencing. I don't understand how people have, in like 100 hours, gotten their village, like, finished. And me, I'm still, like, ripping down stuff, ripping up stuff, trying to figure out what needs to go where. I'm, like, still having issues with that. Let's see. Oh, I need a shovel. If I go inside, that hole better not disappear. Last night I spent 3 hours tarantula hunting. Spent 14,000 miles on tickets. I only bought 1 Nook ticket because I already had like 10, and I only went to like 2 islands, and the second one was the Tarantula Island, which for weeks I've been kind of not doing any islands. Well, maybe for like the past week, I kind of gave up on island hunting because I wasn't getting anywhere. I already have a shovel. What am I doing? I'm gonna need a net though. Let's see, iron nugget. Find wisp at night. Suggestion. You made a backstory for your villager. Basically most of the time he's normal, but in secret he is a murderer. Is that the... I don't think that was your island I went to. I forget the dude's name. He was here a couple nights ago. I went to his island, and he had a bunch of stuff. He had his town all kind of just regular laid out. And then, somewhere on his beach he had like a little secret walkway, and there was basically blood all over the floor. And he kept doing like the surprised emoji, and I was like, what's buried in there? And it was probably just like a clam or a stick. Find wisp at night. Suggestion. I'm not sure what that means exactly. You want me to find wisp? Or you need a suggestion on how to find him? I need to get this lost item to whoever it is, because the other day I found something. And then it was stuck in my inventory for days. Hi, I subbed from the raid a few days ago and watched some of your content. It was really good. Thank you, Matthew Black. And if you don't mind me asking, what videos did you watch? Or video? Let's go bury this. That flower out of my hair. I know who Wisp is. I've found him before. I've only found him like 2 times. The first time I found all his little ghost parts almost immediately. It probably took about a minute or 2. The second time I found him, one of the pieces must have just kept drifting all over the island. Or up and down the cliffs, at least, because I went up and down, back around. It took me about 15 minutes. I wish they would, I wish they'd do something more with Wisp. Same for Gulliver. I feel like them showing up and just kind of saying and having the same thing to do. It would be cool if they had like a, I guess just like the random islands, kind of like a random assortment of like tasks that you could do that would still offer you new items. Now I forget, what exactly does Mabel's patterns go to? I don't think I've seen or used any of them. She gives you patterns, but aren't they just new customizable patterns for like when you go to customize items, and even then it's like only for certain things? So I also cut down this whole forest I had here. This thing was just cluttered. And even still, I'm thinking about getting rid of some of these waterfalls here and doing like a small river. I saw a pretty cool idea for something that I think I kind of want to do. I'm not totally sold on the idea yet. As far as the campsite, I'm not really digging it being up on the cliff. Ooh, we got a floor lamp. I think I already have that. Yeah, I think the campsite needs to move. Your Joy-Cons have drift, and when I find the money rock, my shovel just digs holes around them. Yeah, having Joy-Con drift sucks, but if you got the tools, it's really easy to figure out. My suggestion to you would be to definitely go on to eBay and find the little thumbstick, which I'm not sure, the prices of those might have rose. I mean, there's plenty of them to go around. Those aren't in any short supply, but the price of them may have gone up. And some of them even come with the little screwdriver that you need. See, I found both parts to him. He's cool. He's gonna stick around. See, I'm thinking of having my campsite like here. Maybe I need to move this house. I haven't really done anything special with the yard. Maybe I need to move their house maybe next to mine and put the campsite kind of there. I kind of want the campsite to be like, I don't know, I want it to feel secluded. And for some reason, no matter how I do it, I can't really make it feel secluded. Where's that balloon? Be right back. Going to see Hazel. Oh, you should definitely get a Pro controller. If you can go to Walmart, I mean, you can get one for, you know, it'd be about $64, $65. Either that or, honestly, even these Power A controllers. I mean, this one, these go for like 50, but even at my Walmart right now, they have the older Legend of Zelda one for like $26 or something like that. For the price, it's a pretty good deal. I mean, they're decent controllers. So how's everybody been doing today? How you guys all feeling? How you holding up? Sold. Thank you. Please come again. I sure will. Let's see. They have knife set. I mean, I guess those gotta hang on the wall. I'm good, Mary D. I'll buy it. And I kind of like the old school phone. My, oh wow, 16 grand, damn. I'm coming back for that though. My aunt used to have one of those old school rotary phones on the wall, and we used to sit there and play with it. It wasn't hooked up, but it would have been cool. Actually, no, it was hooked up, but we still played with it anyway. Except it wasn't, I think they changed it, because I remember it having the hand crank, like on the side, and that made it like ring. Yeah, that's right. Damn, my shovel broke. Got some tweeds. I've been playing Animal Crossing all day. I'm playing Celeste right now. That is such a good game. I don't know how old you are, or like if the theme to it really like resonates with you, but that, pull up our stand. That game is just, it's really amazing. I beat it twice, and I wasn't able to completely like 100% in it. I just don't have that in me. Because, man, some of those challenges they're tough, for sure. Alright, what was I just gonna do? I need to bury up that money tree. I need a shovel. Let's get a shovel. You picked up an older model Dell Optiplex 9020 that had a virus for free. Put an SSD and graphics card in it. It's surprisingly good. Hell yeah. I mean, people are still, you know, certain loyalties to certain computers, but I'm not too much of a computer whiz or computer head. Like, even my PC, I pretty much bought it for YouTube. And I mean, for the price, I probably could have just built, actually I should have just built one, because I could have built a pretty decent beast, and I didn't do that. I just didn't have the patience, because pretty much everyone says, you know, just go on eBay, like, source different parts and blah blah blah, and you get a case and you get an SSD, and at the end, like, if you don't have the operating system, like, you still might end up, you know, buying one, and just too many things that could go wrong. That I'm not a PC troubleshooter. Those kinds of things, it would just end up making me super flustered. But hey, that's cool that you're able to, you know, get something for free. and then add some parts, whether you bought them or whether you had them laying around. I mean, still, you can't beat free. You just can't. You can try, but it's never gonna happen. Jasper Productions with the upside down smiley face. Well, not really smiley face. It's an upside down regular face. Indifferent. Right, we're gonna put this here. Actually, that's not what I meant to do. I guess I'm gonna be like everyone else and do the gym bar. I wish your character could do like actual pull-ups. Thought about selling one of these, but I guess maybe I'll just keep them both around. I don't know, maybe that looks better like that. I still need a shovel. What am I doing? I should have just bought a shovel. I'm so sick of making shovels. Like, you need hardwood and iron nuggets. And then I'll forget sometimes and I'll grab just the regular wood. And most of this stuff is sitting in my storage. Got the parts off Amazon. Nice. I mean, if you know what you're doing, that's just pretty much the way to go. I don't know exactly what I'm doing, even though, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory in terms of just getting all the stuff and plugging it in. It's not like it used to be back in the day. I remember in like 1999, 2000, like opening the side of the very first computer that we owned, and there was just like, it's just so much different than it is now. Alright, we gotta plant this tree. That's for starters. I also have a other money tree that might be ready. Might be ready to go. Should maybe check that out. I forget where I put it. I'm not sure what kind of tree this is. I think this is the cedar. Or like the pine tree. Pine tree is a cedar, right? I get them mixed up. But I think since I put it in the sand, it just stays little. And I've thought about doing like a few of them kind of randomly. Since they'll never grow. And it'll just kind of look cool. Let's see, where did I... Here it is. We got 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. And then you chop it down, except I don't have the axe to do so. Oh, my pockets are full again. Close to paying off the first part of your house. You just planted 10,000 bells. Get that money. think I need to move some more houses. I think that's what I need to do. Crystal Master, nice. I'm guessing you just got the game. You had to get a low powered graphics card because the power supply can only go to the motherboard. Because the power supply only goes to that motherboard on the computer, so it could only be powered by the slot it was in. Yeah, I know that, yeah, when it comes to wattage and all that, different power supplies for different needs. And I know there's a lot of misinformation, I guess. Let's see, the high-end stereo. I thought about selling that, but I think I might actually... I think that might just end up going outside. We need to go to my future campsite and just dump all the items. No, I don't really need any bamboo. I need to plant bamboo, is the problem. I have some, but usually I don't know. I always end up putting it in just random spots, and then it doesn't look good. And then I kind of end up just cutting it down. I'm thinking maybe I should make my campsite over up here. Like, I kind of want to at least build a wall kind of solid behind my campsite and then put some like pine trees in front of it. That way it actually feels secluded. So I might actually move this house here, and this area might become the campground. I'm not too sure yet. But for now, we're just gonna throw all this stuff here. The high-end stereo. You can't have a campsite. Maybe it should just be a smaller one. I might decide otherwise on that. But this would be what my campsite stuff would include. You know, a couple plants, the grill, the fire pit. Oh, that's actually cool. It's a white grill. I don't think I've looked at that yet. Would have a lantern. Would have the brick well. Probably the stone tablet. And the bottled ship. That was supposed to go... That was supposed to go on another... Yeah, the bottled chip was supposed to go on to one of those, what do they call it, the stand? So that's that. The floor lamp could look kind of cool over here. I need to get a TV, because I kind of want to have like a mini outdoor living room. Kind of like something like this with like a TV here. Maybe one day you could hold a game show at your island. That's too much work. I was watching Watch Mojo's top 10 amazing things people have done in Animal Crossing. And it was Deal or No Deal. And I saw this other streaming woman, she made Survivor. And I was like, that's just too much. I mean, maybe I could do at some point just some team-based mini-games. I mean, that's like nothing new. I've just seen that people have really taken it to the extreme now. Because it's just more, I don't know, it looks better, it's more doable. It's more of a thing you can make a video on. Yeah, there are TVs in Animal Crossing, and some people just get them right off the bat, no problem. Meanwhile, I have not seen a TV yet. And then other people will get them and have too many of them. I had a bunch of them in New Leaf. I had like the old school the big boy, and then I had more of like a classic kind of looking old console TV that's like, you know, back in the day your TV was built into the cabinet with the feet and all that, and it was actually like a piece of furniture. Now it's like, get rid of all of it and just put a paper thin screen on your wall with a teeny little entertainment stand. That was good hits right there. I should have probably picked stuff up before hitting the next one. What does Nani exactly mean? I see that everywhere. It's like, I'm guessing it's, I mean, I'm almost 1,000,000% sure that it's from an anime, but I don't know what. And people just say it all the time. And being the old man that I am, I'm not very into like the internet meme culture. New stuff comes up all the time, and I'm like, I have no idea where this stuff originates from. And when that's the case, it's kind of like, when you missed the boat, you missed it good, because meme culture comes and goes so fast. There are seahorses, yes. It means what? Oh. Pretty self-explanatory then. I guess I'm just an idiot. I mean, I've seen like cuts in videos where it like cuts to some character being like, Nani? So I'm guessing it got more big with internet culture just because of anime. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. There are seahorses. Yeah, the other day was pretty cool with that raid, getting like, all these new subscribers. I was pretty pumped about it. I know some of the new folks that came over are younger, some are older as well. Let's catch a fish. Yeah, I wish I had, I wanted to give the 3 tarantulas to Flick so I could get a really sweet tarantula ornament, but that just didn't happen. I can do you with making a game show if you ever want to try to make one. I feel like I wouldn't want to like make the space for it because I'm not making my island with that in mind. I feel like it'd be like a big undertaking, and then if I was gonna do it, I would want to do it like, you know, decent, and then I feel like I probably wouldn't want to tear it down, or I would, and then another idea that would show up would take probably even more work, you know, probably just more work than I'm maybe willing to do. Like, I'm not sure, you know, besides like Deal or No Deal or like Obstacle Course, like what kind of like game show essentially that you could actually make. I don't have that kind of artsy like thinking. Like I could think of like, oh, how to do like Price is Right, or how to do like Jeopardy. And I mean, since I've seen like the Deal or No Deal, I've actually thought a few different like concepts on like what you could do, but I haven't really thought about how to be like super creative about it. I will butt you into crippling debt. Yes. Yep. What up, Monsieur Bean? How's your day going? Or your night, actually. Here, I think we're gonna move this single palm tree here. I'm not sure if I even want it like here. It'd probably be more like here. Which, for those of you that don't know, you can pull out your island designer and then you put down a sand. And then you dig it, and then you put your palm tree in it. And that's how you get palm trees up on land. I feel like a lot of people still don't know about that trick there. I like these this thing here, this corny looking nugget. I thought about putting that somewhere outside next to my little cat, or my paper tiger, and then like getting the litter box and putting that next to it, just for a good laugh. Let's see, we need to grow some more palm trees for future use. Trying to keep the palm trees stocked up. The palm trees are gonna I'm probably gonna go crazy with it and do way too many of them. Jeopardy can be easy. Set up some chairs, get a host. I mean, that feels like something that you would have to do like on the floor, or you'd have to do it flat out and put the designs like on the paintings. Unless you did it like inside and you made one whole wall covered in like Jeopardy questions. Those are the only ways I can think to do it. And I already thought about the same for like Wheel of Fortune, where it would be the same. You'd need like the colorful wheel, and it would basically just be all custom patterns like on the ground, and you would have to place like every single one. Or like a giant game of like Scrabble would be like the same thing. You would need the custom 26 letters to put on the ground so that you could, yeah, you would need to, I mean, Scrabble could work, or basically, you know, Words with Friends. I guess those are the same thing. I haven't really played, well, I actually have never played Words with Friends, but you would have to like, you would pretty much just make a giant square in the ground and like fence it in. Let's see, the Neon Tetra. I'm not sure if yeah, Blathers has gotten the bluegill. Let's see, we need to send the gratitude, as well as catch more fish, get the fossils assessed, talk to some neighbors. Yeah, I knew it. The Neon Tetra. You can even make your own quiz shows. You ask a question, someone answers it, then the next question. I mean, that could work kind of similar to like a Deal or No Deal, or even Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but then it's like you need, you know, Discord or a lot of like typing here or using the phone app. And it wouldn't wouldn't be impossible. It definitely wouldn't. I just feel like I don't have that dedication in me to do that. If I keep thinking about it and I come up with a good enough idea, though, I might actually do something like that. It's just got to be the right idea that I'm actually locked in with. That I'm like, yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna go for it. Let's see here. Tag, hide and seek, sardines, obstacle course, escape room. Musical chairs actually could be pretty cool because of the fact that it takes kind of a minute to like actually like get in the chair, and when you're like running around other characters, you have to like bump them out of the way. See, I wouldn't have, unless you mentioned it, I don't think I ever would have thought of that. What is sardines? I feel like that's something that I played, but it just didn't really have a name. You know, it's kind of crazy that, like, I don't think kids these days play games like that. Whereas when I was a kid, one person plays the pan flute and the guitar and the alto and the keyboards. That's actually kind of a good idea, and it's kind of basic. You don't really need more than just a square's worth of chairs. But like tag could work. Although I feel like everybody can sprint at pretty much the same exact speed, so you could almost potentially just run forever chasing after someone without ever catching them. I mean, that could actually be, it could be kind of funny. If you want, I can help you with setting up a game show. Or sumo. What is, like, sumo, like wrestling? That's kind of a decent idea. I don't know if you can find like a big baby diaper in this game. Then it'd be on. So everybody hides, and then they come and look for the guy that's standing. One person hides, and the rest look for him. If they find the person, they gotta hide next to them. So then everyone at the end is just standing in the hiding spot, and then they just stand there until they die from starvation. They're like, we're all hiding. They're never gonna get us. And that's like, wait, everyone playing the game is standing right here. So how do you technically win? Like how do you win? You're really good for making ideas for games or stories. I mean, I guess I'd rather one of you guys make it, and then I just come visit your island. No fuss, no muss. No extra input from me other than just finishing the final product. That's actually my favorite kind of idea. The Pitfall Seeds idea, that's actually kind of cool. Who likes my cardboard box bed? I thought about doing like a, I don't know, I want to find like a train tracks pattern with like a corner and everything and put it down and then basically make like a trashed looking like little hobo nook with like the cardboard box, like some trash on the ground, maybe like the little puke spot that I tried to make. That's not what I meant to do. Yeah, if you make a game show, it's probably going to take a bit of time, depending exactly what you make. Like, I don't know if you saw the Deal or No Deal. It seemed like it took probably quite a bit of doing to do it. Did any of you guys see the, it's like I said, this was from that Watch Mojo. So they had the top 10 things that people are doing in Animal Crossing. And they showed one of the guys had like a haunted beach. And everything was all dark with like the stone and iron fence. It was pretty bleak and cool looking. And then it showed people were doing like their actual graduation ceremonies. It showed somebody redid Pallet Town from the original Pokemon, which that was one of the first ideas I had. And I thought about kind of in the beginning of the island trying to like simulate that, but then obviously you get more things and you know, Pallet Town is just pretty basic with like two houses and a couple pathways leading out. So I kind of just was like, yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna bother doing that. So I feel like if I started like a new island, if I get another copy of the game, if I start another island and then do something like, I mean, even right now, if I turn my village into like a Pokemon look-alike, and I have the right thumbnail and the right title to it, I mean, it's almost like those kinds of things instantly get you like a lot of views, a lot of subscribers. You see the escape room Switch Stop did on Switch Force's channel. No, I didn't. I do, like, from time to time watch both those channels. I kind of got sick of, like, Switch Force. And, I don't know, I think the other guy, Gabe, I think he went to jail. I think that's exactly what happened. But I'll have to check that out. Let's see, some weeds. My pockets are always full. Man. We gotta go see Blathers so we can get rid of some of these fossils. And then I'll get Nook Miles for that. My older sister is watching Brother Bear. I don't even know what that is. I mean, he's just doing Animal Crossing stuff. But I feel like it's kind of like a ripoff of Abdallah Smash. With less research, less thought put in, but that's just me being me. Still good videos though. I don't know, I feel like a lot of the ideas that people have put out for videos are stuff that I would have done, have been thinking about doing, but then it's kind of like, I don't know, there's this feeling of like wanting to be like original and authentic, that it's almost like once you see someone else do that kind of video, it's almost like a instant discouragement from being like, well, you know, instead of being like, my video is going to be better, or how can I make it better, it's almost like an instant discouragement of like, what's the point? I kind of do that too often. feel like with all the update stuff, like these types of videos are like what I would want to make, especially, you know, like I said before the game even came out, I was like, that's what I'm gonna probably be doing. But then I see everyone else doing those kinds of videos, and it just kind of discourages me, and I'm like, what's the point in making the same video, especially when the other people, they're gonna get all the views, and my video will get like, you know, 30 views. It's almost like, and then I don't want to just have like a cheap rip-off version of that. Nope, I don't know what Brother Bear is. It's a Disney movie. Is that like... How new or old is that? Let's assess these fossils. Get them out of my pockets. I'm guessing there'll be one fossil that he wants, and the rest he'll be all set with. Quite splendid. Yeah, so I think even if you just have a few, he'll say that he's all set. We still need to send that gratitude, so one of my random Switch friends is gonna be getting gratitude. Ethanol, epic. So I'm already done. Chris the Master is done with his game show. Is what you were doing? Let's see. Brachiotail. I wish there was different ways to display the fossils. Like, let's see what this is. That's what I thought. Another one of these turds. I have enough of them kind of laying around that I don't need more of them. Dimitri. You got the notification. Better late than never. I get notifications for videos that are like 2 days old. I'll click on it and think it's like brand new. I mean, there's so much stuff on YouTube that it's almost, you know, certain creators, they get frustrated. They're like, oh, YouTube's broken today. It doesn't send out my notifications. But like, there's one dude, he puts out like 4 videos a day and then does like 2 live streams. And then he'll be like, you know, YouTube, like, you really got to follow me on Twitter. YouTube doesn't send out my notifications. And they've, like, there's, like, videos that are, you know, from YouTube that are, like, for creators. Like, here's the changes. Here's the different things we're doing. Here's what we think we should do. And they've even said, you know, we don't want to, like, spam certain people. So, honestly, if you're putting out 3 videos a day, like, we'll at most probably send out 2 or 3 notifications, and then if you throw a live stream on top of it, they're like, you know, we don't want to completely overhaul someone's inbox. So if they're following you that closely, they should probably know kind of a little bit of what the deal is. This was in my recommended section. I don't know why I didn't get the notification. Allison, hello. Lilypad, hello. Ethanol, hello. How's everybody doing today? Will you be the host for my game show? What kind of host should I be? Let me go do something real quick. You can absolutely go do something real quick. You can spend the whole entire day doing that something if you really need to do it. Who's my #1 favorite villager? I honestly don't really have one. I don't really get too attached to them personally. I kind of wish that they would throw back Rocket. I feel like people just kind of like the villagers they like for the, just for the way that they look. Not necessarily the character, and I feel like they could do a little bit better of a job in terms of, you know, I understand like trying to keep the dialogue to like a minimum to like 2 or 3 little lines, unless it's like a certain NPC, like say like Red, who's this art dealer swindle man, in which case, you know, it kind of does make sense the way that they do his dialogue and all that, but I feel like they should, I don't know, give more of a backstory that kind of plays out over time as to why the characters are the way they are, certain things that they say. So I feel like a lot of villagers don't have that, and it kind of, I don't know, it kind of makes them not really too unique. See, like someone says they like Coco, I don't even know what villager that is. I couldn't tell you if it's a bear or a frog or a bird. I want a bird, like an eagle or whatever you would call it. I gotta go ask Tank. He looks kind of mad right now. Hazel seems iffy at first, but she's great. Isn't Hazel a bear? Look, he's going to have his lunch on the cliff. Please let it be yours. Leonardo. See, at least they point you in the right direction. Coco is like a bunny, but her face looks like a gyro. Really? And people are paying like ridiculous amounts to get a certain villager. Like people want like Bob the cat, and it's like he costs like $100. But it's almost like you could really just put in the time. Hello, CH. I don't quite understand why half your name is in like Chinese, Japanese. Like I don't even know what it's supposed to be. I think Coco is cute. Like I want to see, and I think this stuff is gonna happen over time. Like look at the sales of this game, right? This game has exploded, as I thought it would. It's gonna be the most sold game on the Switch. That's just what it's gonna be. That's what it almost already is, and it hasn't even been. Well, it's been a month. But I want to see, you know, Rover come back. We need to see Tortimer, whether he shows up on a little raft and then just kind of lazes around the island. Medium cardboard boxes. Oh. Raymond is overrated. Oh, hey Sahara. Like, I like Daisy May, but I feel like, I don't know, instead of trying to introduce all these new characters, I feel like they should have built on some of the other ones. Like, we need, you know, now you can just look in the mirror and change your hair, so you don't need, what's her name from Shampoo? I forget her name. And then, who's the woman from, like, the Dream Suite? And then we need the nightclub back. We need KK to stop sitting out in front of the resident services. Like, I hope at some point the resident services will turn into, like, maybe the building is just a little bit longer or something, and then you go inside and it's almost like a mini strip mall. Like, think how cool that would be if you walked into this building and then kind of like a small strip mall, like I said, where you walk down like a small hallway that's going, you know, horizontal, and then there's just the glass windows with a door, kind of like when you're at like a hospital, the way like a gift shop is usually set up with like the glass windows, and then you just walk through the door and you can see through it. And that'd be cool to have like the shop, have like a mail center, because it's almost like a lot of the stuff that they've gotten rid of, it's for good purpose, but it just feels like the game is still kind of empty just because of that. Like, you don't have a post office, you don't have, you know, you don't have the dream suite, you don't have the club, you don't have even like Timmy and Tommy's store here. I would have enjoyed, like, even their undergraded store, the last version of the store, I would have enjoyed it to be more like the way that it was in New Leaf, with it being like open with the different tables with stuff on it, versus kind of just coming up to the stairs, having the cabinet, you pick each one. Like, I miss Reese and Cyrus. Reese especially. Cyrus just kind of stood there, but I miss like Reese and the different tables and you being able to put your items on it for people to buy. Like, they've done away with all those kinds of things, and it's a little bit of a bummer. Like, going to the club, people seem to argue on that, whether it's Club LOL or Club 101. I forget what I used to think it was versus what it actually is, because it kind of looks like both LOL and 101. But like Reese and Cyrus are missing. See, those boxes are cool that they have. They got the leaf on them. Sort of miss retail. I guess it's not needed. Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, why don't they run the shop? And then they just make a joke about like Timmy and Tommy being kind of their little slaves. Or why don't they, like, I don't know. I kind of feel like when the game started, you had Timmy and Tommy sitting with Tom Nook, and all three of them sat in there, and, you know, I miss Tom Nook drinking his beer. That's what it was. It was a beer, not a soda. Sitting there drinking his beer all day. And then after that, he's like, oh, go out and find Timmy. Timmy will be walking around. And you could almost turn around almost at any point and run into Timmy. And that was cool. And then you would go back into the tent, and then just Tommy and Tom Nook would be there. Or Timmy, whichever one it was. And it's like, over time, they've slowly separated them. Isabel comes back, but she's pointless. You know, sure, she sits there, but it's like, she doesn't even like come really into contact with you. She's just behind the desk, and she's not really expressive. She doesn't really do anything special. She doesn't really offer anything special. Like, you're like, oh, what's my town rating? And that's pretty much it. You say you got an issue with a villager, and all she's gonna do is talk to them about how they talk to you. So you're like, I want this character to move. You go up to her, and then she's basically just like, oh, I'll talk to them. And then you almost wonder if at that point it changes their dialogue, because it almost sounds like you're complaining as like a parent, like you don't want them to be snooty. In like the original game, they had no problem like stomping and calling you different names, and like all that stuff has been wiped out. So in terms of personality, like that part of the game is kind of long dead now. A little late for me to come watch, but just want to stop by and say hey and have fun. Well, thank you, Mookie Brain. Yeah, we need KK inside my house. Daisy May needs to wipe her nose. Yeah, I don't really like that snot thing. Bob was in my GameCube town.
Yes, villager move out. I prefer Bob to Raymond. Rover is the OG. I mean, he's the first villager, you could say, and you know, he doesn't really have like a, like even him doesn't really have like an origin story too much. He kind of just drove you into town, and then you never saw him again. And it's like, I feel like I just feel like if like Reese and Cyrus were doing like the wedding thing, which I've totally forgot about that. I need to go to Harvey's Island to go and meet them or take their photos before the time is up. Maybe I should do that like coming up right now. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I'm not totally sure what I want to do with that. So it's, you know, even with them coming back from like wherever for this update is cool, but I know that they're just kind of for show and like a throwback without giving them anything to do, and there's really going to be nothing new about them. It's just like a vanity thing for fake hype, I guess, because you're just doing these like wedding anniversary pictures for them, and then I'm guessing they're gonna disappear until next year. I mean, I feel like with the airport, we should have like like I said, a boardwalk that extends with like different shops. Like Kix should come and go, or maybe he can get his own shop. And with how big the game is, I don't doubt like a lot of these different things like happening. I don't doubt that. I don't doubt them actually becoming a thing. But I don't know, there's just certain things that I feel like need to happen maybe sooner than later, or they need more like solidity to them. Like Kix showing up one day a week, Flick showing up one day randomly. You know, the game's been out a month. I've seen Flick on my island twice. I've only seen Celeste one time, and that was literally like 3 days ago was the first time I ran into her. I've seen CJ maybe 3 times, and he's kind of lame. He gives you just the same, catch 3 fish, catch 3 fish. Hey, I'm live streaming. You want to catch 3 fish? Pose for a picture. Let's catch 3 fish. And then I feel like with how many Nook Miles they've given the game, with all these different things, I just feel like they should have made the like quest line of the story more than just trying to get KK Slider to your island. Like, I feel like they could have extended that out. And like I said, I feel like with how much the game is selling and is going to sell, that none of that stuff is really off the table or like completely out in terms of possibility, but I don't know if it's all actually going to come back. I kind of feel like it should, and it probably will. Dude, I'm sorry to keep sending these types of messages, but will you host, yes or no? It feels like there's always at least a new visitor each day. Yeah, but I mean, they're kind of on repeat. So I feel like if there was like a boardwalk, or with there being your airport, like, I mean, after going to see Reese and Cyrus, I feel like them, or, you know, Rover, or even Tom Nook, I mean, after the main mission, he should just be walking around and then be like, hey, do you need to see me in my office? Yes. And then it brings him back. Like, Isabel should be like maybe walking around with like a clipboard or something, like asking how you're doing, or I don't know, maybe she asks like, you know, the townspeople want this tree put right here, like, do you think we should do that? I mean, I get that the game's all about customization, but I kind of feel like some of the things have been taken out that gave it a little more personality. Like, I almost think they kind of went maybe too crazy with the amount of like stuff you can customize, but it's not even that that's really a bad thing. It's like they should be able to give you a lot of the customization with still some of that like bordered, like not complete freedom. So it's like you know, think of just like New Leaf with like the main street and with all the same like kinds of stores and stuff. You still have like, say Sahara or Daisy May or CJ or Red. Like those are still your roaming characters. Those guys will still show up, but you still have your post office. Like I forget the post office lady or ladies. I forget in Wild World there was 2 of them. They weren't like very memorable. Like I don't even remember their names. But they were kind of memorable. It's like they should come back, or other NPCs. I feel like with the airport, you should just have maybe some of them just coming and going throughout the day, saying that they're, oh, we heard you moved out to this island. Like it's looking great. How you been? And then they just kind of peace out. Too many essays. I will host your game show. What is your game show? Doing essays, Lily Pad. Are any of you guys hybrid flower experts? Because I really suck at hybrid flowers. But oh, that was a pretty big jump. I forget. I don't think you're supposed to move them, but let's see, this flower and this one. Actually, I guess I'll maybe put it right here. Both of these orange ones are both hybrids, so, oh wait, that was stupid. I put the Cosmo with the Windflower. Okay. X that. Yeah, but I know for like the Cosmos and the Windflowers, like you can get orange ones, but you need to have 2 hybrid orange ones. So like for example, they need to grow out of the side of this grid, and then I'm pretty sure that it's like you're not supposed to move them. You need to put 2 of them together to get a purple. I don't know, I tried to find like real good guides for it, but like there aren't any that really exist. They just show you the chart, and then they say you put a white and a red together, that'll give you a pink. You put the 2 of the oranges together for the black, and then you need, I forget if it's the orange and the white will make the blue, but I mean, or the purple. I mean, like these are like all the hybrid flowers I've done. Like the pinks are super easy to do. The blues, I've only ever made 2 of them, and I've only ever made 1 of these pink ones here. I need to find a hybrid island so I can just get a bunch of them and then just be done with it. See, I forget the way that the chart is set up. It kind of doesn't make sense because it's not the same for every single flower. So there's a bit of like randomness, and if you're not really paying attention, it's easy to just kind of get lost. Let's see, I need a shovel. I think. was just gonna do something. If I put the dodo code in here, will you come? Yes, I will. How about in 10, 15 minutes? If that works for you. I want to make this thing, but I don't have the stuff for it. And I'm gonna make that gold dung beetle. Just because, I guess. Oh. Let's see, Nintendo Prime is finally playing Animal Crossing. I bet that he's doing a stream. He's played for 45 hours. That's not too bad. For being Nintendo Prime, he doesn't really play a lot of really anything. Let's see, where can my dung beetle go? He's kind of cool. I didn't realize the ants actually like moved a little cube back and forth. Whoops. Not sure where I should put the candle. You have orange pansies. See, the orange pansies are weird because it's like they're like black, or maybe I'm thinking of the mums. See, those are supposed to be lilies. I think I mixed those up. But the hyacinths, I can only get to like orange. I've only grown very few of the orange ones. And then I'm not totally sure how it works, but I think across your island you only get a certain amount of brand new hybrids. Like after watering them, I think you only have like a couple chances across all of your flowers that you grow. So it's like you gotta be kind of smart about which ones you have next to each other and which ones you actually kind of want to grow. I think I need to plant some more shrubs though. Pockets full. Yeah, the orange pansies are, like red and yellow, not orange. And it's kind of weird how that works. There we go. I think this little plot of land here, I think that needs to go. I'm not sure if I like this gate here. And I kind of want some bushes here, maybe. She's like, where am I going? What's it do? Too many fleas, I'm guessing. Right? You're itchy, right? She's like always got fleas bouncing on her head. Let's... I think I'm, for now, gonna take a small rug. I usually buy one of like everything from her. And then I don't really end up usually liking what she gives me. Oh, that's right. My pockets are full. I hate full pockets. That's the bane of my existence. Because I grab everything out of storage and then I come to do something, like I was just moving that lily garden, so that's gotta move. So I gotta find a spot to pretty much plant all of those. Maybe I'll just do it right here. Let's see, we'll start all white. Hello, Chloe. Heyo. Heyo. Let's see, we'll go red right there. Okay, that's just a flower bud. I was like, what? Why are all the essays due? I don't know. I guess you just got screwed. You could chalk it up to that. I might just start fishing while I wait for you to be ready to host. You go right ahead. I, Kawhi. That's actually like a good little catchphrase that you got there. Why are all the essays due on the same day? I'm guessing that's Monday, because today's Saturday. I mean, what happens if you turn your stuff in late? Because I'm guessing you're doing all this stuff online. So what are the repercussions of just saying screw it and just handing it in whenever? Because my kid, he's in first grade, but the school, I think they thought for sure that they were going back to school, so they've been having really a hard time, especially for like the kindergartners, first, second grade, I think like third grade. They're having like a real hard time coordinating with parents, making sure that like everything's secure. You know, I mean, all the teachers, they can't all talk to each other. It's kind of different when school is actually in session and they can all, you know, they talk in the teacher's lounge in the morning, like they have coffee together, they see where everyone's at with their different kids, like what are we learning, what sections are we doing. I imagine it's much harder now, because you're not going to get on the phone and literally call like every single teacher. So I don't know if they do like Skype calls and coordinate. My guess would be that they probably don't. Maybe some school somewhere, but I would say probably for the most part they're not doing that. At least for my kids' school, seems like they're having issues. And with the superintendent, they're trying to make it, they're like having issues like proving to the superintendent, who has to like prove to the state and all this other technical jargon that like, I guess just trying to prove that they're doing enough, that they're actually like trying, because, you know, this whole thing just kind of got struck on everyone. They weren't really ready for it. Senioritis gang, points off. You have a kid, I do have a kid. In high school, it's just up to us. See, that's what I was saying. It's much easier for like, I mean, it might be harder for like middle school kids, but like, I mean, as long as you can comprehend, whether you're in like 6th grade, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, all the way through, it's like, it seems pretty easy to get, you know, for science, read 5-2 section, which might be like 8 or 10 pages, and then complete the attached clip that they give you, versus teaching a kid. I mean, my kid's starting to get rusty on like more basic math, where it's like, hey, what's 5 + 8 - 1? And then he starts to do it, and then it kind of takes him a little extra second. And it's like, I'm more worried about kind of when he goes back, what the deal will be, if he's like, I don't know, if they do some new comprehension test, if they come up with some new like SAT kind of thing for placement, to see where kids are at, to see if they, you know, deem them like behind, or like in terms of kids needing to stay back. I'm sure some kids probably will need to stay back because they just missed enough, just enough, that now they're kind of screwed, and that they need to go back and like relearn the alphabet. Like say like a kid in kindergarten right now, I mean, having 3 extra months off and having like a 6-month summer, you know, right toward the tail end of the year, I mean, that's pretty rough. Red lily, yellow lily. Oh, the hour just changed. Now we get that super sweet music with the stand-up bass. You ready to host yet? I keep asking because I don't have anything better. Being a grown-up sucks. Bang bang, shot, gun shells. I don't go to school anymore. I go on Zoom every Tuesday. That's quite the array of different things. I don't know if I recall the 5 p.m. music. There's so many different musics that I'm not even sure, like, sometimes what the time of them are. Like, I'm not even sure that I've heard all the time. Especially, too, because I time travel, so there are a lot of times where I just kind of skip to the next day. Like, at the beginning of the stream, I skipped to the next day. And earlier in today's actual day, I skipped ahead a day. So I've been basically in 3 different actual days just since I woke up today. And I actually finally heard, I think it was this song the other day when it was raining out. And there actually is a difference. Like, the percussion will change, the bass will change, maybe the drums aren't as, like, prominent, or the hi-hat is missing and it's more of like a maraca, like, shaker, or there's quite a few changes to depending the weather, and I actually can't wait to hear, like, some of the maybe, like, variations in, like, when it's snowing out, how they're gonna do that. Like, that hasn't really been a thing that people have done yet. Maybe I should make a video. I mean, I say I should, and I probably won't.
Actually, let's go back up here. I wish you could get like a big lighthouse. Like a big lighthouse that you could actually go into and go up to the top. Like the sunset earlier today in one of my days that I was playing, it was like just the corner of the screen was pink. And it was like, it was pretty sweet looking, but you couldn't zoom out enough to actually see the whole thing. And that was kind of a little bit of a bummer. Boredom. Don't be bored, Jasper. Remember, only boring people are bored. You always just gotta keep moving on to the next thing. You gotta find something to keep your mind occupied no matter what it is. Maybe start live streaming, where you just come on, you just rant about your day to random people on the internet. It's always fun. Or play more Animal Crossings. I knew it. I heard that thing from 15 feet away. Oh no! Can't tell you how many times those have gone to the river. If you bored, you can join my game. I know that I can join your game. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Let's try the Victorian dress on. I don't know if I like that. I think that would actually look good in front of the tailor store, though. Putting it on a mannequin. Nice moto. I don't know what that means. Hello, moto. I think it's time to connect this path here. Something like that. Only boring people are bored. I used to feel bored, but like, now I just feel like there's just not enough time in the day. I think younger people just get bored, but really that's the time to put things into action. You gotta start somewhere. I mean, I'm 30 and I feel like I just about wasted all of my 20s
whether it was getting high, doing stupid things. I should have known better, but you can't tell someone who's young. And now I want to do big things, but I haven't started on those things, so now is like the time to get it rolling, because I've always felt like I can't just be just a typical person, work like 9 to 5 and just be happy with that. That's not for me, that's not in me. So I feel like it's kind of now or never. It's time to get the ball rolling. Let's go in the fitting room. I'm fishing right now, and all I can get is olive flounder. Let's see. Does that look good? See, I like stuff like this. Or no, okay, not that. There was one, like, super long sweater that I had. Where does this bow go? Oh, and your hair is okay. There's this one, like, really long sweater. Is this supposed to be, like, doo-doo head? There's this one, like, long sweater that I had that looked cool, but you couldn't wear pants with it because it was, like, for the chick. So it was just basically long sweater cut off at the bottom, but you couldn't wear, like, shorts or pants with it. So they didn't really end up looking that good, and I was kind of sad. That actually kind of looks cool. I think the poses are kind of ridiculous. Cowboy hat. You should make a game show host outfit. That's what I was kind of thinking about. But I don't have the attention span for that. I could just show up looking like Woody. I mean, they pretty much have him right there. There's a snake in my brew. I mean, I probably just will. I'll probably just grab my wand and do that. Alright, I'm gonna just fill up my inventory. I'm gonna catch some stuff. I'm gonna run back home. I'm gonna place that rocket down. And then I will come play game show host for the game. Are you commit ready for game show host? Oh, that's right. Here you are. I will go home and I will place my few rugs that I buy here. A small. I'm not sure if I want to get a medium or large. Yes. I've spent so much money on her, and she like doesn't really ever give me tickets. I'll go with the mysterious flooring. Sure. I'll probably buy a wallpaper too, and a medium rug and a large rug, and she probably won't give me even enough tickets to get one, but I probably should have went for the large mystery rug because she would have given me some tickets for it, and then I could have bought one of the big ones, or one of the smaller ones for the actual price of the tickets. Yay, Mary Deno. Yay, Chris the Master. Are you commit ready for a game show host? Jasper Love. Cowboy hat. Just must love cowboy hat. Here's the exchange of tickets. So I have 3 tickets. I think she'll give me a medium rug for 3. Oh, I already bought that. Okay. What did I actually get? small perp mat, laboratory wall. Let's go for mystery flooring. No, please, I will accept the money payment. You read that already. Are you commit ready for game host? I don't know. So guys, I'm not feeling like myself. I'm gonna commit game show host. I need help. I'm about to commit game show host. You have so many bells. I only got bells because someone graciously let me sell my $200,000 worth of turnips that I bought for 92 bells each for, I sold them for 470 something. Let's see what, 104. I don't ever check my turnip prices unless I have turnips. And I've been meaning to do it more often just to see like what the pattern is. And then whenever I don't have them, I just don't look at them. Throwback rocket, soft serve hat, some stones. I guess I'll keep the clay and the branches. I always sell my branches and then I end up needing more branches. You keep reading things you already read. Are you commit ready for a game show host? I'm ready for commit. You keep reading things you already read. LOL. 101. Lots of lettuce. Big dummy. Managed to save face. Still got it, Hans. See, there's sometimes he charms me a little bit, and I'm like, alright, I guess you can stay around here. Am I supposed to pick flowers and send my gratitude of flowers to them? Oh, I just heard of... Alright, you need to go to Dodo Airlines. Put in the code as quickly as possible. I'm actually going here to send gratitude from this card of flowers before I commit to game show host. Ready to send a letter. Let's send it to a Flynn. Whoops. I'm gonna go now. I need to go to bed. Alright, go to KK. Alright, we'll get your mail mailed. Connecting. Look at those little wings flap. Letter sent. Thanks for doing the business. I know he's gonna get that, and he's gonna say, oh, gratitude, grr, attitude. Featuring flowers. I'll reward you with miles if you send lots of letters. Please keep sending the letters to everyone and continue deepen friendships. Yes, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Does Doo-Doo Hat work as host? Let me get rid of this rocket. I'm going back to my home. And then we're gonna do the thing. Real quick, I'm gonna see if Leonardo's home. He's the one that needs this mystery item that's in my pockets. If he's not home, okay, he is home. These headphones are starting to wear on my head. That's usually why I wear the hood, so that they don't kind of dig into my head as much. He's got the metal. Maybe you're going for a new look, but that seems a little bit extreme flexing. So he doesn't like my face. See, he's got a good setup here, though. That must be the KK medal. I don't have that one yet, and I need that one. Very bad. That one I'm gonna be doing. KK Metal is getting a drum cover. Oh yeah. Maybe that'll be... I'll probably do that Monday. I think Monday I should probably spend like 4 hours just playing the drums and doing like 50 different drum covers for like all these songs and then just putting them out. And hopefully at that point we could start to see some new subscribers and some new viewers. Do some work on your bench. Of course, you're just gonna sit there and fall asleep. I like his bed, how he has the little drawers underneath him. I'm gonna try to get my essay done, so I'm just lurking a bit more tonight. That's absolutely fine. I still appreciate your presence, even if you're not chatting it up. I still appreciate that you're here. I still appreciate that you hit the like button, question mark. Hopefully everyone here did, question mark, hit the like button. And if you didn't, maybe you should. I mean, you can do whatever you want. I can't force it. It's your life.
big olive flounder. Kind of a yucky looking fish. Look at this big dun. You can't even throw your... I don't know why they can do it and I can't. Like, I think that's like a... I don't know. Just a bad NPC decision. We're committing to game show host. Are you guys ready? Hopefully this is worth the payoff. A drum cover playlist on my channel. I do need that. There's so many times I said I was gonna do a drum cover. Like I asked on Twitter, I was like, what song should I do a drum cover on? And someone said Donkey Kong 64. I think that was you, Zelda N64 fan. And I listened to the song, and I was like, it's a short song, and it kind of has its own thing over it. But I didn't really think about it too much. Or I thought about, like, what I would do. That's kind of a cool... No. See, I hate when that happens. I thought of what I would do, and then I just never did it. Someone else said, what did he say? Street Fighter? Maybe it was Street Fighter? I forget. But once again, I didn't hold up to my end of the bargain. So, apologies. At some point, that Donkey Kong thing, drum cover, that's what it's called, that will become a thing. Simple avocado man. I'll give some bells to the winner. The winner chicken dinner. My phone's dying. Yeah, my bad. It's like, what do you want to see for a drum cover? You're like, Donkey Kong. And I'm like, alright. Bye. No wonder why people don't take me seriously. Dig site floor is kind of cool. Oh, we finally got an animated wall here. I like that. Yeah, that's the first animated wallpaper I own. With that mantis up on the top, he's just looking mean. See, I like that flick will give you something, like, kind of same for CJ. I've thought about traveling back in time so I could get the fishing tournament stuff, because he said, like, you know, doing like these mini fishing tournaments, and if you get 3 fish, such and such, I'll give you such and such. And then I just the day just sort of finished out, and then he went away, and I didn't get the stuff for doing the fishing tournament. Let's see, here's my wand. Hey, do you need any fruit? You need any stuff like that? I'm trying to think of what else I should bring. Maybe one of these. That's what's missing. Really? Huh. That's kind of cool. Alright, I'm taking a quick 45-second intermission. I will be back in just a second. Alright, I am back. Alright gamers, y'all ready to come to the game show when I say the code? But please wait until Dita joins first. Okay. I'm gonna join the game show, then leave. What did I get in the mail? Hey D-Dub, you are very nice, and your streams are good. You deserve a lot more viewers, although this gift isn't much. It shows how much I like your streams. Thank you, Ethan. That's right, Bird Hill. I don't think I went to your island. I got so many new... Let's see the sea view. I got so many new friends on my list that I know some of you guys in here from your chat name, and then you have a different Switch name, and then it'll show like your island name. Very nice. This is of course the one that was heavily shown in one of the trailers, and it looks pretty cool. I think it'd be cool if they did some wallpapers that were animated but looked 3D, almost as if, like, say the fence, like the buoy with the rope on it, was the same distance, but then the rest of the wallpaper sort of expanded out, making the room look bigger, even though you can't actually, like, it doesn't make the room itself bigger. I don't know if you guys get what I mean by that, but I get what I mean by that. I don't think it'll happen, but it would be kind of cool. Alright, let's do this thing. We are about to play Commit to Game Show. That is the name of this game show. It's the game show. Commit to host. As we go to the island of Beavis. Let's talk to this silly dodo. Welcome to your one and only gateway. I wanna fly. Wanna fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle. Let your spirit carry me. I want to fly. Fly into the future.
me just connect the old internet for some online play then. You can fire that dodo code up. We're going to Gamerland? I'm down for Gamerland. Oh, I don't even have the camera. I shut the camera off. And I didn't even put it back on. There it goes. That's a good way of doing it though, questions in the chat. I didn't even think of that. I wonder what other things could be thought up. Not just with the show, but also with a way of doing things like that, like in the chat. I mean, I guess you could just say like, who wants to be a millionaire? And you could put the little camera with the lights facing like a log stump. And it's basically like you gotta sit on the log stump in the room of a house, and then you just turn the lights down super low. I think it'd be cool also if you could like just turn the lights completely off. That's like not an option. It's like dim, dim, dimmer, but not completely off. And then you could just have like a little lamp on, or like a studio light just facing at the person. Return your seat to upright position. Man, you still got that tent, and then you just have dishes and your toilet plunger outside. Plunger doesn't go outside. What are you thinking? I'll have to play on the plunger show. But it says there's interference. I thought you left ethanol. Also, the answers will be here as well, so please do not cheat. So, am I supposed to not read the chat? I thought you said you would ask the questions in the chat. I mean, couldn't you type the answer and then just say it over your head in the game? I don't know what kind of like questions you've come up with. I mean, there might be, if it's super long sentences, then yeah, I get that. I'm gonna play a game show, then leave. Oh, I am reading the questions. That's right, I'm the host. I forgot about that part. I thought I was playing Plunger Game Show on the Plunger Outside of Your House Island. Gamer Island. Who puts their plunger outside? Z64, he's always showing up. Out of everyone that I've ever like played online with, it's basically you're the one that I've seen the most. And then my Islanders, they're always like, Z64, he's got the muscles of a musician. Looks like someone's on their way here. It sure seems that way. I was looking at some footage the other day of, like, it was bits and pieces of the original trailers, and just how, I swear, it won't let A. Help, guys, I'm third, I need join. I can't join. I don't know what to tell you. He put the code, a bunch of people start piling in. It's kind of just how it goes. See, and I've only gone to a few other islands where there wasn't a ridiculous amount of people, so I don't know how it would be if you put that code and I waited a minute. Do you put it in and then your game just keeps loading, waiting until it can put you in? Or do you like type it in and then it says you can't do it and you just keep typing it in and it eventually lets you go in? Like, I don't know how that works. Aaron from Epic Land with the soulless eyes. Those are like the villager soulless eyes. I mean, you just look at them and I almost had my eye color that same color, but it, out of all the eye shapes, when you go with that like greenish olive color, it makes like every villager look soulless for some reason. So we got the tent. It looks like someone's on their way here. Stop Kring song. Not the Kring song. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride him till I can't ride no more. Hello, Geek Queen 2010. Mary Deno says hack or heek. Ha ha. Oh, hack. Saving. Arriving from Kakapupu. A new leaf photographer. From Kakapupu. Players are Z64, Aaron, and Jason. Bruh. No, Jaspy. Oh. So, we got the cock-a-doo-doo rolling in here with her headphones. Excellent choice of headgear. There's a KK Slider version of that loading music, you mean? Oh, slash. Hello, Far Too Easy Gaming. How's it going, man? We are playing Game Show. Nameless Game Show. Can't do nothing. How's it going this fine evening? Okay, so I can't join the game show. I don't know, ethanol. I guess not. How's it going this fine evening? It's going pretty good. It's alright. Saturday. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. Or sad. I don't know if you know that stupid song. Someone got disconnected. There's also a KK Slider cover of Bohemian Rhapsody. I don't think there is. I think, well, okay, I get what you mean. I've been seeing those covers people have done. It seems very painstaking to kind of play each instrument note and then try to match that note and then cut it into a billion pieces. It looks like someone's on their way. Post Malone, Travis Barker, Nirvana concert. They did a whole concert? Really? Just them? Or did they have, like, any bass? Any, like, bass? Any just need drums, guitar, but you kind of need a bass, I guess. I guess not really, but kinda. Or did he use like a zoom pedal that adds the bass for the guitar, where it just plays the thing? I'm surprised there isn't any of the colorful wheels as some bonus part of the game. Zelda N64 fan, you love them colored wheels. I haven't found a good use for them yet. I'm not exactly sure like how to utilize them other than put them next to the stand hut things with like prizes on them. Either that or I guess I have an idea. So where's this game show going down? Let's see, your goddamn store's closed. Can't buy nothing. Jazzy cool. I like the Fonz. I just thought this one was funny. I'm digging a pyramid in Minecraft. How do you dig a pyramid? Are you building a pyramid? I am Aaron, and my game crashed. Give me a minuter. A minuter. I never listened to Post Malone. I know he's got like rap songs, I guess. But I don't know. All rap today is just... I don't know what happened. Asher Roth, he came out with a new album on 420. Actually, I meant to listen to it. I heard 2 songs from it, and they were kind of short. And they didn't have that total classic Asher Roth flow. I was kind of like, these are good. I wasn't really digging it, but that is something that I'm probably gonna be listening to after I'm done with this, because it's about time for some new Asher Roth. Aaron from Epic Land has returned with the Soulless Eyes. Soulless Eyes, everyone. Alright, I am back. I mean, were there people? With everything going on, like concerts are like banned right now, so is it just like a live stream from like a studio? I mean, that's what I would guess that it was. Eat my shorts, man. Looks like someone's on their way here. A full band. But like a crowd. I'm gonna bet no crowd. I was watching Mr. Beast's
charity rock paper scissors stream. Jack Black lost rock paper scissors. It was kind of funny. I thought YouTube was gonna be broken because there was like 650,000 people watching, and you don't ever see that on YouTube. You don't see that many. Most I've seen concurrent on YouTube is like maybe 130,000. When it was getting to like 600,000, I was like, oh man. I thought it was gonna just break YouTube. Should have closed the gates, yeah. I didn't watch that stream. Who won? What is his name? What's his name? I put it on Twitter. I forget. He's just got a weird name. It's like not. It's not easily rememberable, if that even is a word. Nade Shot. I never heard of him, but he seems like he seemed like one of the more chill, cool people out of all of them, so I don't know. It was pretty cool though. I was hoping for Jablinski to win. You know, I totally forgot that you could pull petals off the flower and then put them down in their own little bowl or pot. I totally forgot about that. You're probably gonna want that Blossom viewing lantern. You don't want it. It's right there. IBW, hello. How's it going? How are ya? What's new? How's your night then? Don't look at the chat. Okay, so I guess I'm the host. Oh, Broken Hearted. I haven't seen that one yet. That's how I thought this game show was gonna work. It was gonna be kind of just this. I'm looking in the chat. Hide and seek tag. Trying to throw off this game show. My Nook phone has a kitty on it. See, after all the stuff that was going on, you begged me to come do this game show. But, I don't think you had all the kinks worked out on it. You're like, I'm gonna fish until you show up. And then 30 seconds later, you're like, will you please do my game show? And I'm like, alright, in 10 minutes I'll do it. And now here I am. And we're starting, but it hasn't started. So, not all the bugs are worked out yet. What is the name of this place? Sit down now. Pulls out the axe. I find that very great. It's like, okay, and people started sitting down. And what's her name? It's just like, well, bye. That was good. That was the best part of this whole game show. Lucy has left the building. Thank you for trying. I give her credit for the amount of time that she stayed.
money. I have faith in you, Zelda N64 fan, that you could actually pull it off. I say if you try it, I'm down. This bench doesn't work. Meteor shower would be cool. How does that work? If you go to someone else's island and you see a star, the stuff just sort of shows up at your... Yeah, this is chaos. I thought you had it kind of figured out a little bit better. It's for Aaron. It's for Aaron. Okay, so I guess that's the end of that. He's going home. Yep, you can wish them the next day, then the star frags show up at your own island. That's pretty cool. Saving. Do not touch. Chris the Master says, wait. A bit chaotic, so I'm heading back. Sorry. I agree with Zelda N64 fan. I feel like I didn't need to come to the island. You could have just asked questions in the chat and then like mailed me something. There you go. For your troubles. Someone gave me stars yesterday. Nice. D-Dub, you are a contestant now. I'm not a contestant. I have to leave. I want to go home. Too much ridiculousness to sit on a stump for the next 20 minutes. I am ending the stream. I will come back some other time and do this, but it is getting late, and I am going to be eating something, and maybe taking a little shower, and then
going to bed, so you can axe me. I don't know if you were watching the stream. Hopefully you see I left you a little something for your troubles, for all the chaos. I thought this would come together nicely. Like I said, I was doing stuff on my island. You said you had it all together. You said it was ready to roll. And after 10 minutes, you were like, "Are you coming? I'm gonna fish and wait for you," followed by 30 seconds later saying that you were done fishing, you were bored, and then it was time to do it. So I agreed. I said, yes, it's time to do it. And I'm flying back to Dubland because that is the end of this stream. As I said, it's too late. Too many people run around on stumps. The axe pull and telling people to sit down, that was the best part of that game show. So I wasn't much of a host. I was just kind of sitting there. And yeah, that was a great game show. I give you credit for trying. Better luck next time. The prize that you won was a 10,000 bell bag hidden behind your little partition over in the wooded area at your little tea kettle spot thing. So that is the end of the stream. I hope you are having a fun time. Far Too Easy Gaming. I was gonna say Chris, but Chris the Master says he was gonna axe me. Jasper Love says, "Aw, why?" Chris the Master says, "I did see." So it didn't work out that great. It is what it is. It's a late Saturday night. I want to say thanks to everybody who did join. This is D-Dub. If anybody's watching this in the future, then hello from the future. The rest of you guys, check down below in the description. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on the whatever. I don't even use Twitch, but I have a Twitch channel, so you can add me on there. Thanks, Chris the Master, for trying to pull something together. Maybe Zelda N64 fan will actually pull through with the skill this next time. I will see you guys on the next one. This is D-Dub signing out. I'll be back for another live stream sometime coming soon. Thanks to everybody who did show up. Far Too Easy Gaming, you have yourself a very good Sunday morning. I'm out of here.